Okay, now when you take two of these thiols right here, so you've got R and then SH, and add it to another one, and you oxidize it. Remember that O above there is showing an oxidation reaction. You get this thing called a disulfide. Okay, that's easy because di means two. You get two sulfurs here, so disulfide. So this is the reaction that can occur with the thiols. The thing that is important about these is that they're an important part of proteins within the human body, and also the hair that has a lot of sulfur bonds. So there's a lab that sometimes I do with my students, and we probably won't get to do this lab, I don't know, but we can take our hair and wrap it around a pencil, add some very strong base to it, and it will cause your hair to perm or make a little curly cues. So that's how permanents work. But these protein bonds in the hair are full of the sulfur bonds. So whenever you do anything to your hair and it gets that base, you put that base in that causes your hair, the shaft of your hair, to expand, well, then color can go inside of it. So we can, a lot of times, we'll look underneath a microscope and we'll see how people who have hair coloring, it looks really cool because you can see the big fat molecules of hair coloring in the shaft of your hair. So I don't know if we'll get back to school in time to do that or not. Kind of hoping we do, because it's pretty cool to look at. But you wouldn't think like have bottle blonde hair here, and you wouldn't think that your hair would show up as these little globs of sort of dark brownish looking stuff underneath the microscope, but they do, even though the hair doesn't look brown, it looks kind of blonde. So yeah, gotta do it, getting the quarantine hair here, so I gotta buy me a bottle to do. But that's how permanents work, that's how hair coloring works, and that's why whenever you have your hair relaxed, it gets that real burning feeling because it's a strong base that you're putting in your hair. So that hurts. And that's the big thing you want to remember here, is that these thiols and disulfides are important in the human body in terms of proteins. Okay, so we got a lot of structural things, especially in your hair. So in summing up your thiols and your disulfides real quickly, remember they can also be called mercaptans. They're analogs of alcohol because sulfur is very much similar to oxygen. It's in the same family on the periodic table. And they stink. They smell very nasty. I apologize for not being able to find my slides. Okay, they're responsible for the skunk odor, garlic, onions, the gas line. The reaction that it undergoes is an oxidation reaction to become a disulfide. I'll cover some examples of that in another video. And also, they're biologically important in proteins in the human body.